Well, welcome to class this morning. And I'd just like to read a little quick something here for you. Today, you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you. And that was a quote by Dr. Seuss. And I just liked it and just reminded me that sometimes we forget who we are. We forget to be us. And today in yoga class is to be who we are, to be you. Just let Carol in.
Good morning.
Good morning, Carol. How are you?
Oh, running a little late.
That's okay. Take a breath in and out.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm going to have to work on the volume here, Anne.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you better. Yes.
Me too. How's your recovery?
You know, it's coming along well, thank you. I got the all clear from my doctor to go and live life as normal. So I'm just still doing a little bit of physical therapy, but in the last 2 weeks, my back has been really good and feels strong. So I'm really happy about that. All right. Well, as I was just reading to Shiho, today's class is all about being you, who you are. And this quote was, "Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you." And that's from Dr. Seuss. So sometimes I know in this world, we get so involved with things, we let things overtake us in our lives, and we come to a stop sometimes and go, who am I? I've forgotten who I am and what I do and what I love. And so today's class is really just about being you in your yoga practice, coming into what that the asanas we do are for you today. It might be the full expression, it might be your full expression of today. And there is no right or wrong expression of the asana. It is whatever it is for you today in your body. So let's take a moment and just sit nice and straight, nice straight spine. Just rest your hands on your thighs. Gently close the eyes and roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then down the back. And breathe. Notice your breath. Notice how it feels. Relaxed or strained, shallow or deep. Notice your posture. Notice your mood, your energy level, and your mental activity. This is just observations. You don't need to do anything about it. If you're feeling any tensions in the body, try to release those tensions with your exhalations. Soften the gaze. Have a gentle smile to relax your face. And breathe. Nice and easy. And then set your intention for your practice today to be you. Or if something else may be. Whatever speaks to you today. And then slowly open your eyes. And our is cut along, and that is how it's going to go is going to say breathe in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. And that's going to be an out to a count of 8. If you can only go to 6 on your exhale, that's fine. Keep it a nice controlled breath. So again, just sit nice and comfortably, let the arms be relaxed, the shoulders be relaxed, nice straight spine. Take a nice deep inhalation and exhale. Then just take a nice easy breath in and exhale. And we're going to begin. So breathing in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, and in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. And in, hold, in, hold, in, hold, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And easy breath. And just check in with yourself how you feel, how the breath feels, how the mind feels. And then let us come to our hands and our knees, making sure that our wrists are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips. And doing 6 rounds of cats and cows, but using a full breath to come into each pose. So as we begin to inhale, drop the belly, the head comes up, the sits bones go to the sky. And pause. And then as you start to exhale, coming into the cat pose. In your own time, with your own breath, 5 more rounds. Backwards and forwards, using a full breath. Warming up the spine. Gently massaging the abdominals. And then when you've completed your rounds, bring your spine back to neutral. And then let's just do some big, nice circular movements around, moving those hips around 3 times in each direction. Loosening things up a little. Beautiful. And then just coming back to a neutral spine. Then let's take the left leg behind us, toes are on the floor, pushing through that heel, stretching that back leg out. One more breath. And then gently raise that left leg off of the floor. Engage the abs as you raise the right hand off of the floor. Beautiful. Bring the hand down to the mat, knee down to the mat. Take the left leg behind us. Sorry, the right leg behind us. Push through that heel. Then raise that foot off of the floor, still pushing through that heel. Engaging the abs as we raise that left hand up. Beautiful. And then bring that hand down to the mat, knee down to the mat. This time, take the left leg behind you, keeping it off of the floor. Then bending it at the knee so the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. When you feel comfortable, raise that right hand and take it round behind you and take hold of that ankle of the raised leg. Keeping the hips facing the floor, but opening up that right shoulder. Beautiful. And release the pose, bringing the hand and the foot to the floor. Now take the right leg back off of the floor and bend it at the knee. So again, the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. Engage the abs. Take the left hand up and round, taking hold of that foot, the ankle. Maybe it's further down the leg, wherever. Remember, it's you being you today and your expression of the pose. And release the pose. Curling the toes under, raising the knees up into a downward dog. Bring the focus to your hands, making sure the fingers are wide on the mat. And the finger mounds are engaging with your mat. Then gently push through the arms, away from the hands, extending the side bodies, coming into your expression of downward facing dog. Take 3 more breaths here. Now raise the right leg up, bending it at the knee, and then stacking that right hip over the left. Beautiful. And bring that foot back down to the mat. Take the left leg up, bending it at the knee and stacking the hips. Beautiful. If that right shoulder dips, bring it back up a little bit. And square the hips up and bring that foot down to the mat. And walk your feet towards your hands, coming into Uttanasana. Raise the feet up and place your palms underneath the feet, palms facing up. If the hamstrings are tight, bend the knees. 2 more breaths. Then remove the hands from underneath the feet and inhale, come all the way up, bringing the arms overhead and then down through the heart center. Beautiful. Take a breath here, see how you feel. Checking in with yourself, your mood, your energy, your mental activity. Now let's bring the hands together in front of the heart, palms together. We're going to do a slight back bend as we inhale. The torso moves upwards and we're rolling the shoulders back, slowly taking ourselves into a slight back bend at the top of the body, keeping the hands in prayer position. Taking 3 breaths here. One more breath. And slowly bring the head upright so you don't get dizzy. Let the hands come down by the sides. Take the arms up. Bring the palms together. Move your feet so they're about shoulder width apart. Place your weight onto your left foot. And inhale, and as you exhale, twist to face the right. You're looking up between your palms. There's a variation on triangle pose. And then come into a slight back bend as well. 2 more breaths. Come back to center. This time we're going to put the weight onto that right foot. Inhale, as you exhale, twist towards the left. And then come into a slight back bend, looking between the wrists. Come back to center. Release the arms. Roll those shoulders if they're aching a little bit. Let's inhale, bring the arms up, and then swan dive down into Uttanasana, keeping that chest open. Take the right leg back into a lunge, and bring the knee down to the mat. And then bring your torso upright. Bring the hands to the front knee, and then just let the hips come down and forward. And then move the arms up by the side of the head, raise the gaze up. Shoulders are on the back, relax, beautiful. Two more breaths. Then bring the hands back down to the knees. Bring yourself back up out of the pose. Now we want to bring that back knee forward, sort of moving it forward, the heel back at the front neck, so we're being stable. I'm going to raise the back leg from the knee and take hold of it with the right hand. If you have Tender knees, roll your mat or place a blanket underneath it. Then raise the left arm up towards the sky along the side of the head. Beautiful. Now take that left hand back and it holds that foot. So you've got both hands holding that back foot. Shoulders are on the back and down. Nice modification there, She-Ho. Now take the right hand from the foot and bring it down to the mat. Walk your front foot out to the edge of the mat. Come onto the pinky toe side, and as you exhale, twist, opening up the chest, head towards the sky. Beautiful. One more breath. Release the back foot. Then gently come down to the mat. Bring that left foot in a little bit closer and come back into a downward dog. Just give yourself a nice stretch momentarily. And then bring that right foot forward into a lunge. Bring the back knee down to the mat. And bring your hands to that front leg. And then just let the hips come down, stretching that back leg. One more breath. And then bring yourself back upright. Engage the heel of the front leg, the knee at the back, so they're squeezing towards each other. Then raise that back leg from the knee up. Take hold of it with your left hand. And then raise the right arm up alongside your head. Beautiful. And take that right arm down and back. So it takes hold of the left foot. Shoulders are on the back and down. Chest is open. Bringing that foot towards your glutes. One more breath. Remove the left hand and bring that down to the mat. And take the right foot out to the edge of your mat, coming onto the pinky toe side. And then as you exhale, twist towards that right leg. Chest open, shoulders are on the back. Gaze goes up towards the sky. And release the pose. Come back to all fours. And gently walk the hands back so you come into child's pose. Taking 5 nice, easy breaths here in child's pose. Turning inwards. Letting the mind calm. And one more breath. And come to sitting on your heels in diamond pose, bringing the torso upright. Then we're going to take the hands behind us and at the center of the back, it's open to you. So we come into reverse prayer. If that's not open, just hold on to each of the elbows. And then just gently close your eyes, sitting on those heels. Take notice of your posture, your breath, your mental activity, your energy level, and your mood. Keeping that chest open and breathing. One more breath. And release the arms. Again, come to your hands and your knees. Come into a downward dog. Raise the right leg up behind you and then bring it through into a lunge. Push through the heel of the back leg as you bring your torso upright. Coming into crescent pose, bringing my hands up by the side of the head. Maybe we can come down a little bit into that front leg. Raising the gaze up, and then shoulders are on the back. Beautiful, strong pose. And breathe. Now swivel that back foot down so it's in line with the short side of the mat, coming into warrior two. Beautiful. Make sure that pinky toe side of that back foot is engaging with the mat. Draw a straight line from fingertip to fingertip. And then gently gazing down that front arm. Now bring your hands to your hips, straighten the bent leg, and then just move the feet around. So you're facing the opposite direction. Come onto the toes of that back foot, bend into that front leg, bring the hands up. So you're now in crescent pose. Beautiful. And down into that front leg, pushing through the heel of the back leg. Raising the gaze up. Now swivel that back foot down so it's in line with the short side of the mat, coming into warrior two. Beautiful. Two more breaths. And then bring the hands down either side of that front foot. Step back into a plank pose. And then lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Bring the hands just in front of the head. The thumbs are almost touching. Index fingers almost touching. Legs are together. Squeeze the glutes. And as you inhale, rise on up. Coming into a cobra variation. Take two more breaths here. And come down. Move the hands so they're in line with the shoulders. Elbows are tucked in. Again, squeezing the glutes together. Inhale, rise on up into your version of the cobra. Beautiful. and come down. Now move the hands in line with the chest. And again, the elbows are tucked in. Squeeze the glutes as you rise on up into cobra. Beautiful. Raise the gaze up. And then slowly come down. Make a pillow out of your hands. Let the legs relax. Taking 5 relaxing breaths. Now roll over onto your back. Feet are together, insides of the legs and insides of the feet are touching. Take the arms overhead so the palms facing the ceiling. As we inhale, we're going to push through the heels and raise the legs up so the soles of the feet face the ceiling. And we're going to take 3 breaths here. And then we're going to bring the legs back down to the mat with control. Then inhale again, pushing through the heels, raising those legs up. And 3 breaths. And then bring the legs back down to the mat with control. And then one more time as we inhale, push through those feet, raising those legs up. 3 breaths. And bring the legs back down to the mat. Let the legs relax and flop out to the side for 3 breaths. Then interlace your fingers and place them underneath your head. Bring the legs together and gently flex the toes. We're going to do some neck stretches. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the head off of the floor and we're going to close the elbows coming in towards the head. And then as we exhale, we're going to open up the arms and bring the head back down to the mat. You can think of it as like butterflies closing and opening their wings. So inhale, we're bringing the head up, supporting it with our hands. We're closing the wings around the head. And then as we exhale, we're opening up the arms, the wings, the flowers, bringing the head back to the mat. 2 more times, inhaling, bringing the head up, closing the arms, and then exhaling, coming back down, opening up the wings. And one more time, inhaling, coming back up. And exhaling, coming back down. Remove the arms, bring them alongside the body, and just lay down in Shavasana for 30 seconds. Letting the body relax, the mind relax. Now bend the legs, bringing the feet back to the mat. Preparing ourselves for bridge pose. Maybe your fingertips touch the back of the heels. You can keep the hands down by the side or you can bend them at the elbows. Yogi's choice. Then it's like almost tilting the pelvis. We want the lower back to be engaging with the floor. This engages our abs. And then push down through the feet, through the arms, raising the hips off of the floor, coming into your version of bridge pose. 2 more breaths. And then slowly come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Beautiful. And as you inhale, push down, raise those hips off of the floor. Coming back again into your version. You want to push through from the hips to the knees, down into the floor. 2 more breaths. Then come down. Releasing the pose. And one more time. We're going to push down, raise our hips off of the floor, pushing through the legs, grounding ourselves down. And if you feel like you can raise one leg up towards the sky, then bring it down and raise the other leg up to the sky. You come down and come out of the pose. Bring the legs into the chest. Giving yourself a nice hug. Beautiful. Chico, you can come out of the pose now. That's it. Beautiful. Bring the knees into your chest to give yourself a nice hug. And roll onto your sides and come to all fours. Raise the knees up, coming into a downward dog. Give the body a nice stretch, pushing through those arms. Then bring the feet together so you can feel the insides of the feet. And come over onto the right side, the side of the right foot. Coming into a side plank. And take the left arm up to the sky. Now you can stay here. Or you can take that left foot behind you, bringing the torso up towards the sky, coming into your own version of wild thing. Opening up the body, bending the back. And then come back to a downward dog. Stretch it out. Bring the legs together again. This time come over onto the left foot. And you can either stay as you are, raise the hand up. You can take the top leg behind you to the floor, coming in again to your own version of wild thing. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Good job, ladies. And then come back to downward dog. Come into child's pose. Just allow yourself to rest. Let the shoulders relax, the mind relax, the body relax. Come back to all fours, in downward dog. And this time, walk the hands towards the feet, coming into Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the hands down through the heart center. We're going to do a one-legged Tadasana. So we're going to take the hands up in line with the nose, let the eyes follow up. Shoulders on the back, shoulders relaxed. Put the weight onto your left foot. And then when you feel ready, take your right foot, place the ball of the foot on top of the left. The heel comes to rest on the shin of the left leg. Push down through that standing leg, feeling the torso raise up towards the sky. Eyes looking between the arms and upwards. And breathe. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. And bring the arms down. Come back to standing on 2 legs. Maybe shake out that standing leg. And other side. Again, bring the hands in front of the heart. Raise the arms up, eyes follow. Put the weight onto that right foot. And when you feel ready, move the left foot on top of that right foot. Push down through that standing leg, feeling the body rising upwards, the torso going upwards. Shoulders relaxed, eyes relaxed. Nice, gentle smile, relaxing the facial features. 2 more breaths. And release the pose. Roll those shoulders. Shake out that standing leg. And then take the feet wider apart. We're going to come into Malasana Garland pose, so our squat. So bend the legs coming into your squat. Then bring the hands together, the palms together. Tailbone coming down towards the mat. Elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. And either close the eyes or gentle gaze in front of you. Letting the eyes rest. And then just checking in with yourself. How you're feeling, your mood. Do you feel like you Two more breaths. And then take the arms down behind you. Come to sitting on the mat with your legs in front of you. Make sure you're sitting on those sit bones. Just raise the arms up, shoulders along the back. And as we exhale, hinging from the hips, coming forward into our own versions of a seated forward fold. The time you can turn inwards, time to find that quiet space for yourself, keeping the feet flexed so the legs are grounded. Inhale, slowly come on up. And then bring yourself back to lying on the floor. Arms out to the side. Bend both legs. Take the mat width apart. And then on an exhalation, take both legs over to the right. You can place that right foot on that left thigh, bring it down towards the mat and away from you to getting a nice side body stretch. And 2 more breaths. And then release that right foot. Bring the legs back up to center and take them over to the left. You can place that left foot on that right thigh if you wish. Again, bring it down towards the mat and away from the torso to getting a nice stretch. And release that foot. Bring the legs back up to center. Bring the knees into the chest for a nice gentle hug. Then coming into happy baby pose, your version. Reminding yourself of being a child of innocence, of when you were just you. And when you feel ready, bring yourself down into Shavasana. Using any props that you need to keep yourself comfortable, to support you. And as you begin to settle, take a nice deep inhalation, exhale through the mouth, allowing the body to release, relax, and rest. Take another deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. Take a quick scan of the body and notice any areas of tension. And try to release that tension with your exhalations. This is also a time when our mind can become active again. We want to keep it calm through Shavasana, so keep the front door and the back door open. Let your thoughts come and go. Just don't invite them to fatigue. Your feet are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your ankles are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your knees are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your hips are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your hands are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your arms are heavy and sinking into the ground. Your shoulders are heavy and sinking into the ground. Relax your forehead. Soften your eyes. Let your lower jaw drop away from your upper jaw. Relax all facial muscles. Your head is heavy and sinking into the ground. I invite you into total relaxation. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing consciousness back into your physical body. When you feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and stretch, bringing movement back into the physical body. Bend your legs and roll to your side and take some breaths there. And when you feel ready, you can come back to a comfortable seated position. Let us bring our left hand to our heart, right hand over the left. May your heart be full of light. May your life be full of magic. May you know the love of infinity, and may laughter set you free. And let us bow as we say the phrase Namaste.
Thank you, Anne.
You are very welcome.
That was so wonderful and needed.
Good. Good.
Okay. We're going to Alaska on Friday, so I won't see you next week.
Okay.